Morning dear students, welcome back to the session. So today we are discussing about the preference of the consumers. Before starting today's session, let us just have a recap of yesterday's session, what we have discussed. The things were what we have discussed in the yesterday's activity. It was nothing but about the change in price. So when the change in price takes place, how the purchasing level of the commodity arises. So that was inward shift and outward shift. Both the things has taken place. Such things we have seen in the yesterday's video. Today we are going to see the preferences of the consumers, how the consumers are preferring and why the consumer should prefer. That is also a question. So first thing we should understand here, consumers are rational in nature. So that means their change of perception always takes place. So since they are very rational in the choosing the products, okay, so they give their own preferences. Because of these preferences, the level of satisfaction also changes. Okay, so let us see how these preferences work and what are those preferences they are going to give. Okay, so here we are taken preferences of the consumers as a topic. So in this, the budget set consists of all bundles that are available to the consumers, which means what? Certain set of bundles are there. We have here set of bundles here 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1 and 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. These are all what? Set of bundles of the goods, which X1 good and X2 good, two goods. Okay, so here two goods are used or consumed by the name of bundles to the consumer. So here these are all the budget sets. Okay, so this budget set can be seen inside the budget line and on the budget line both. Okay, so the budget set consists of all bundles that are available to the consumers. So these are all the bundles which are available to the consumers. Okay, so the consumer can choose his or her perception bundles from the budget set. So whatever the consumer is want to choose, it depends on his set of preferences. Okay, so that means this set, which is called this budget sets, how he is going to prefer, in what fashion he is going to prefer them. Okay, so let us see. Consumer chooses on the basis of taste. It is very particular. Whatever his consumption level is there, his or her consumption level of any bundles will be there. That will always depends on the taste of the consumer. Since he is a rational consumer, he has his own taste for the products. So the taste and also preferences, okay, over the bundles in the budget set. So his taste differs from one person to the another person. Okay, so based on that, this budget set is being allocated for the consumers. Okay, we know the income of the consumer is 20 rupees and the price of the goods are 5 rupees each. X1 good is 5 rupees and X2 good is also 5 rupees. So on that cases, if you see, based on his income level and taste and preferences, he is going to give the priority. Okay, so third point also speaks that consumer can rank the bundle since he is rational. See, as I said you earlier, he is a rational consumer and we are seeing here ordinal utility, not the cardinal utility. So ordinal utility is the reality, what happens, what we can see as of now. So that is nothing but giving the ranking for them, not counting the numbers. Ranking them becomes an ordinal utility of satisfaction. So consumer can rank the bundles since he is a rational consumer. So how do we rank? See here, these are all the set of bundles and his preferences are completely different. See, these are the last preference he has given, fourth, means rank number 4 he has given. Why? These are all less than to his income that he can consume and he can save some amount. Okay, So according to the budget set or according to the budget line, he is not supposed to save not even a single rupees. Okay, so that is the main reason, and his perception towards this products which he is going to consume is very less. That means his priority is given 4th rank for this. Now if you see, sorry, 5th rank. Now if you see 1, 1, okay, which means good number 1 is also 1 unit is purchasing, and here 1 unit of again good 2 is purchasing, and here his perception he has given as rank number 4. Okay, compared to the first rank he has given rank number 4. That means for his income he is ready to, he is purchasing only one unit of products. Maybe prevailing market price might be something else, okay, like 5 rupees or 10 rupees might be the prevailing market price. So his purchasing level is only this much. That means his taste of preference has come down. So that means he is giving very less particular unit of ranks for this, which is nothing but 4th rank. Now if you go for the 3rd rank, here you have only one bundle, okay, purchasing of only one. Here you have 2 bundles. See here 1, 2 and 2, 1. You have 2 particular choices. That is the main reason. Compared to this is better, he thought. Then he has priced or he has rated as 3rd rank for that. If you take the 2nd rank compared to the 3rd one, the 2nd one is far better. So that is why he has given the 2nd rank. Why? See, good 1 is 1, okay, whereas good 2 he has purchased 3 here, okay, and here good 1 is only 3, and good 1 is here 2, and here good 1 is 1, and here also it is 1, but it is 1 good, it is extra he is going to consume. That means his preferences is more, his taste is been increased. So considering this level and this level, so he has given 2nd rank. Now if you see the 1st rank, why he has given 2, 2, the reason is very clear. Both the goods is going to purchase in equal amount and with the greater unit of satisfaction. So if you consider that, definitely he will be taking, what is that consideration, his complete income is spent here, okay. So the complete income is spent and he is more satisfied for the product whatever he is going to be, he has purchased. So this becomes the first priority or the choice number 1 or rank number 1. So he keeps ranking in this fashion: 1st rank, 2nd rank, 3rd rank, 4th rank, and this is the 5th rank, okay. So this is nothing but a ranking process how he does, okay. So this is about preferences of a consumer. So the next is monotonicity of preferences. What do you mean by monotonicity? I have already said about this in the before starting this particular chapter, okay, and also I have also explained in these things, but some people have not understood the concepts. So once again, based on the new what you say, the change of your chapter, the monotonicity preference have been put in this fashion. So let us see what is that also, okay. So consumer prefers are assumed. So just now we saw some preferences, isn't it? It has been assumed, as preferences are assumed to such that between any 2 bundles, we saw 2 bundles which is 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, isn't it? 1, 3 and 3, 1. These are all set of bundles, okay, 2 bundles. So x1 and x2 and y1 and y2. So here you have particular 2 bundles, x1 and x2 and y1 and y2. So if you consider x1, x2 is 1, 3, and here it might be 3, 1. We can consider that also, okay. So if x1, x2 are more of at least one of the good, that means what? If you consider this or this, if it is more, x1 is more, if it is 1, 3, it will be 3 right here. 3, 1 means, so 1 is greater or 3 is greater? 3 is greater. So that means x1 is greater than y1, okay. If it is more, at least one, okay, of the good and no less of the other good when compared to the y1 and y2, okay. So that means what? It should not be less, it should be more. If that is more, then his monotonicity preference will be given for this. Whenever there is an increase or the level of comparing the 2 goods or 2 bundles, comparing the 2 bundles, if one particular bundle is greater than that bundle, then that which is greater bundle we consider as monotonic preferences. Based on the example we will see. Okay, so here we have 20x1 and 20x2, and y1 we have 20y1 and 10y1 and 10y2. So when you compare this y1 with x1, see I have put this arrow mark. So y1 with x1, if we compare, 20 is the greater than the 10, isn't it? And here also y2 and x2, 20 is greater than the 10. That means preference will be given for this, not for this. Okay, since two bundles, okay, between the two bundles there is what, at least one of the bundle is more. Here not one, both are more. Okay, both are more. That means this preference we call it as monotonic preferences. Okay, we call it as monotonic preferences. And one more example is below that. Okay, 20x1 and 20x2. So two goods are there, x1 and x2, and y1 and y2 is another goods. Okay, so here we consider these two are the bundles. Okay, this is one bundle and this is another bundle. Okay, so if you see here 20x1 and 20y1, but you see x2, 20x2 and 25y2. That means what? Here y2 combination is increasing. Since it is in increasing, we call it as monotonic preferences. Any one of the good, if it is increases, we consider that as a monotonicity or monotonic preferences. Customer is ready to purchase this good, not this one. That means this bundle purchases takes place, this bundle purchase will not take place. He is not going to give the preference for this, but he will give the preferences for this. One more third example also is there. See here, x and y, two particular goods. Okay, so here you have 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Because why? See, 2, 2 preferences is more, because considering both the goods, purchasing level is taking 2 units and 2 units. If you see any combinations here, first one, this good is x1 good is what? X good is 1, whereas it is increase. Compared to here, this and this, x is also 2 and x is also 2. But you see the y, it is 1 and y is 2. So that means he can give this priority, preferences for this. Since the consumption level, or since the usage of the level of the good is extra, which is more, they give the priority for this and call it as monotonicity preferences. Okay, so hope this monotonicity preferences you have understood now. Okay, so next we will move on to the another new particular thing which is called as very important, indifference curves. Okay, so indifference curves we will see now. Okay, later you have also substitution between goods, two goods, and diminishing rate of substitution, that I will do in the next class. Okay, so first we will see the indifference curve. What do you mean by indifference curve? We have already come across with this particular activity. What was that? The whichever the combinations on one particular indifference curve gives the same level of satisfaction, isn't it? So consider this is an indifference curve where whatever the combination the products are purchased gives the same level of satisfaction. Same level of satisfaction, why? Because consumer is indifferent. I have given one example. For example, if you are in a hungry state, okay, and it is already 2 o'clock. So now I thought of taking you people, since we have come outside to some event, and thought of taking you people for any hotel. Okay, and I'll just ask you which hotel shall we go and have the lunch. Okay, so you people will say, sir, I am completely indifferent, whichever the hotel you prefer, I will have the lunch. That means what? At that particular period of time, your stomach has to be filled with something which is nothing but food. Okay, so you are indifferent in the level of satisfactions. So whatever the combination if I give, whatever the products you are going to purchase, it becomes, what is that? Indifferent. That means the combination of any good on the single indifference curve remains always same. Okay, because consumer is indifferent. Okay, considering that, we shall move on to the topic. Okay, consider a point above the indifference curve. They have given here indifference curve, one point is given which is nothing but C. Okay, above the indifference curve, such point has more of at least one point on the indifference curves. So you have 2 points here, A, B, and one point is outside the curve which is above the curve. So if you see more than AB, there is C combination. See, if you see A is 1, 3 and B is 3, 1. If you see the first good X, C is greater, it is 3. If you see the second good, okay, it is same. Yes, combination second one is same, whereas the combination first one is increased. If you see the B combination 3, 1, okay, if you see the first good remains same, whereas the second good has increased. That means there is something changes is there. Here consumer is preferring this bundle. Okay, why? Because it is giving more level of satisfaction for him. We know two different indifference curve. I have said this earlier when I was saying speaking in the video of indifference curve. Two different indifference curve. If you have one more indifference curve here, okay, so two different indifference curves will not have same level of satisfaction. So that means what? This is different indifference curve and this is different indifference curve. Both will have different level of satisfaction because here the consumer is deferred and here the consumer is deferred, and his consumption level is deferred and his consumption level is deferred. Since he is having higher level of consumption, he prefer this bundle which give him greater level of satisfaction. Understood? So that is a basic point you should understand. Now coming to the figure. The figure represents the point C lies above the indifference curve. This is the indifference curve. Please observe, IC I have put indifference curve and this is above the indifference curve. The point C is there. Okay, point C. Now point C, yeah, lies above the indifference curve, and while the point AB lie on the indifference curve, isn't it? A and B on this indifference curve, they are lying. Okay. Next, the IC, which is indifference curve, while the point AB lie on IC. Yes, point C contains more of good 1. Please understand, this is most important. Point C contains more of good 1 and the same of good 2 as compared to A. See, more of good 1. This is good 1, which is 1, and here it is 3. Can you observe? So this is more of good 1. Okay, which is containing more of good 1 and the same of good 2 as compared to A. Same good 2, isn't it? More of good 1, 1, 3 is there, whereas here 3, 1. So good 2 remains same, whereas good 1 is changed. Now if you come for the B point, okay, compared to the B point, C contains more of good 2. See, this is good 2, this is good 1, this is good 2, more of good 2, isn't it? Where is 1? It is less, and 3 is more, isn't it? Whereas same amount of good 1. So good 1 is same, 3, 3. Okay, it is same compared to this. So hence this is having preferences more compared to these 2 points. Okay, compared to these 2 points, we have this preferences more, and also continuation of that. And C is having more of both goods compared to any other point on the segment of AB. See, any other point on the segment of AB means whatever the point let it be. I have put here certain different points which is 0, 4, 2, 2, 4, 0. If you compare that, see, 0, first good is 0, first good is 3. Isn't it more? Isn't it? Don't see the second one. Second one might be increased, but one good is been increased, right? So that means this point is completely different compared to this. Now if you see 2, 2, it is more, isn't it? First good also more is there, second good also more is there. Now you see the last one. Okay, maybe first good might be less, but you see the second good which is more, 3 units. That means what? This is giving highest level of preferences, highest level of satisfactions. Okay, so this point we can very clearly say that the point C is more of both the goods compared to any other point on the segment AB on the indifference curve. So on the any other point on this particular indifference curve, point C is greater. Okay, it is more. So if the preference is monotonicity, as I said you now before, the bundles represented by the point C would be preferred to the bundles represented by the point A, isn't it? If a consumer is monotonic, or if a consumer is a rational consumer and he is giving the preferences means as a monotonicity, so he prefer this. Okay, which consists more than AB. Okay, which prefers more than AB represents. So, and point C would prefer to all the bundles on the IC. So whichever the bundles on the IC, this particular is there, it is more than that. Okay, so this is about the, what you say, the indifference curves when the point is outside the bundle. Okay, so that is a point. And here they are giving one more, which is another point is D, which is inside the bundle. So what does that says? So that is very clearly, they say that if there is a point which is inside the bundle, which is this, we call it as inferior. Why it is inferior? Because full amount is not spent here, some amount is being saved here, but if you compare to this curve, there might be a curve, one more curve here. Okay, there might be one more curve here. This curve is greater or this curve is greater? This will be greater. Why? This is having lowest priority. Now consider this point as 0, 2. Okay, D point 0, 2. So in that case, this AB, if you see, 0 is greater or 1 is greater? 1 is greater. And 2 is greater or 3 is greater? 3 is greater. That means this point or this indifference curve is having higher preference compared to this point, isn't it? So that is why this becomes inferior. Okay, this will be neglected. So inferior to which curve? To this curve. So this is what happens. So here priority will be given for this curve, if you compare for this point. Okay, hence therefore monotonicity of preferences implies, okay, monotonicity of preferences implies that any point above the indifference curve represents the bundles which are preferred than the on the indifference curve. So that means it is a monotonicity which is point C, which we have seen, which gives a preferences more, okay, than the point AB, which we have seen. Okay, so if consumer prefers our monotonicity any point below the indifference curve, which was D, point D. I spoke here about point C. Now I am speaking about point D. If the consumer prefers our monotonic, his preferences is monotonic, means any point below the indifference curve, which is point D, represents the bundles as inferior. Okay, inferior to what? Inferior to the on the indifference curve. Which was on the indifference curve? C. This is inferior. Which is on the indifference curve? This is the on the indifference curve. Inferior to this. Okay, so that means this particular curve, one more curve if you draw here, it becomes one more curve. So this is inferior to this indifference curve. Hence this particular indifference curve concepts gets over. Tomorrow we will see different types of indifference curves and its activities. Thank you.